Bro, like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted. And the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like, I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like, once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like, this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like, people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like, help. The whole crowd was just going like, help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything. Like, you know, like, I've been so heavily influenced by Travis. But like, after tonight, bro, like, God really showed me, like, you know, like, stay away from that shit, bro. Like, that shit not for you. Because, like, he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight. Like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
Travis Scott has actually been arrested and sued multiple times at his concerts for encouraging unsafe behavior. At a concert in 2017, Travis told the crowd to run up to the stage, bypassing security and security barriers. And when the crowd did this, a ton of people were injured. Watch this video of it happening. He was arrested right after doing this and charged with inciting a riot, disorderly conduct, and endangering the welfare of minors. And he was also arrested for doing the same thing after a concert in 2015.
You tried to take my shoe? You want to be a thief? Fuck him up! 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 Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone to, you know, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
Travis Scott is a psychopath, and I'm not clinically licensed to diagnose him, but based on the clinical definition online, his side effects definitely show that he has some psychopathology. Common signs of psychopathy include socially irresponsible behavior, disregarding or violating the rights of others, inability to distinguish between right and wrong, difficulty with showing remorse or empathy, tendencies to lie often, manipulating and hurting others, reoccurring problems with the law. By now, I'm sure all of you have heard about the catastrophe that took place at the Travis Scott Astroworld concert. The rabbit hole is running incredibly deep as concert goers who made it out alive are giving their takes on what happened, security giving their takes on what happened, the paramedics giving their takes on what happened, and the Houston Police Department giving their takes on what happened. So everyone is just trying to put all of the pieces together. This is a really, really, really sad story. No one expects to go to a concert and lose loved ones, lose friends, and to just witness a deadly satanic experience. Now, there's a few conspiracy theories floating around this catastrophe. Many people believe that this was a ritual and this was a sacrifice. Travis Scott sacrificed his fans for fame. And some people believe that it wasn't his fault. He's an artist. He wasn't aware of how bad the situation was, right? And some people believe that this is all the media trying to destroy Travis Scott. As I stated in the beginning, I personally do believe that this man is a psychopath and he gets off on inciting violence, seeing foul, rough play, seeing people get hurt, seeing violent actions. He gets off on that. And I also believe a little bit of everything as well. I believe that, yes, there is some media play here that wishes to destroy him even further. I agree that, yes, there was some satanic play here in which these people were sacrificed. So, yeah, it's a little bit of everything. We're going to break this down in this video, and you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Concerts can be fun, but it's generally known that they're very dangerous as well. People can pass out or faint from excitement, from overheating, from being amongst a big crowd, so there's always supposed to be, reliable paramedics and security on deck. Now, Travis Scott has a record of inciting and encouraging his fans, who are typically white Gen Zers. He encourages them to be violent. He encourages them to break the rules. He encourages them to destroy, be destructive, be violent, be murderous, be demonic. He's encouraging his fans to do this. So for the people who say, oh, it's not Travis Scott's fault that people died. No, he was not literally responsible for killing those people, but he incites that. He encourages people to ignore security, push past security, keep going, get to the stage. As an artist, you're also responsible for the crowd. You're responsible for the safety of the crowd. You have the mic. Everyone is here listening to you. If you say stop the music, everybody calm down. Everybody stop pushing, stop running, stop trampling over people. Make sure the women are protected next to you. Make sure the kids are okay. If anybody's too small, put them on your shoulders. Yo, let's be safe. Let's have a safe concert. He's never welcomed that type of energy because he doesn't want that type of energy at his shit. This man has been arrested from his own concerts for inciting that same type of violent, demonic energy. Just make that make sense. Years ago, I was a security guard for a Travis Scott concert. I was at the front of the stage between him and the barricades. This is what happened. During the show, some kid tried jumping over the barricade to get to the stage. I was the biggest guard on staff, so it was my job to restrain him and push him back into the crowd. That was my job. That's what I was being paid to do. When I did this, Travis Scott called me and the rest of the security BANs to our faces. He came to the edge of the stage to curse us out for doing our jobs to roaring applause. He then said, "Security can't stop y'all," and directly encouraged everyone to jump the barricade and rush the stage. Absolute effing chaos ensued as we struggled to hold them all back while he continued to insult us and reward the people who broke through. Travis Scott nearly K'd me and my coworkers that night. He nearly caged several of his own fans. I remember being so angry and so afraid, and all the while he just kept yelling, "F you," to me every time I successfully held someone back. It was a horrible experience. Travis Scott doesn't care about the people who risk injury to make his shows safe. He doesn't care about the fans who risk their lives in the front rows of his shows. Travis Scott cares only about Travis Scott. F Travis Scott, that's all I have to say about that. You know, the court hearings speak for themselves. This man has pled guilty twice to encouraging fans to be savages. And in this clip, it does look like two of his hype men or background dancers did inform him of what was going on, as you can literally see an emergency vehicle parked in the middle of the crowd flashing.
Order. Two hands to the sky. Order. Two hands to the sky.
Now, at this point, some of the fans had gotten on stage and was telling the cameramen that people were dying in the crowd. So I think at this point, his boys tried to tell him like, yo, something going on. And he was just brushing it off. Yeah. You know, just put your hands up. Let's keep the party going. Oh, he did acknowledge a few fans that had passed out, but overall, he kept on singing. Now, all the receipts are on TikTok. If you want to see the firsthand videos from concert goers, they're all on TikTok. Now, I found this TikTok to be really interesting, and I want to make a point to say that it was not just Travis Scott's fault. Yes, he incited it, but there should have been other measures in place to save those lives. There were several accounts from concert goers that said that the paramedics didn't even know how to perform CPR, which is insane to me because the average person can and should, be certified in cardiopulmonary resuscitation, aka CPR. According to the news outlets, many of the fans suffered from cardiac arrest. I saw a lot of accounts of people saying that once Travis got on stage and started performing, all of a sudden they were not able to breathe. People were literally either being trampled to death, crushed to death, or fainted, went into cardiac arrest and was not able to receive CPR and died. They're saying that it was 8 people that died, but come on, it was over 100 people. I believe it was about 100 or more people that died. There are people that are missing. People can't find their families. So how did y'all come up with the number 8? Okay. I'm a trained medic. I was doing CPR on a girl as Drake came on with Travis. 2 quote-unquote medical staff came over to help. They were like deer in headlights. They had no effing clue what they were doing. One of them straight up left. The other quote-unquote medic was screaming if anyone else knew CPR. The 2 that came over had an ambu bag, no gloves, no AED, nothing. I had the girl's friend do mouth to mouth while the dumbass medic was just standing there. I'm yelling for an AED, even a damn CPR pocket mask. They eventually get a backboard and start to put her on backward, feet at the narrow end. I call the guy an idiot and flip it over. Finally, we get her on a backboard. Cops come over and rip me off her. They pick the backboard up only to drop her on her face. My God. I was so incredibly mad. I watched a girl die in front of me, all because these quote-unquote medics were so ill-prepared. I encouraged everyone here to open lawsuits against the Cactus Jack / Astroworld bullshit. So sad. And so, according to this video, after they were able to carry out some of the guests not breathing, they then began to escort the VIP section out, right? So they then began to escort Kylie and Kendall and Travis's mom and Stormy, right? The crowd was excited because they saw Kylie and the rest. But Kylie said she didn't know that anything serious had happened, but you had to be escorted out, while seeing and posting images of ambulances, people on stretchers, people fainting. Like, I don't understand. Even people fainting, as much as they were, red flags, okay? We've been talking about these red flags. Those are red flags. That's something that would scare me. I've never been to a concert and seen hundreds of bodies just being passed over the crowd and dropping like flies. Like, I don't know how y'all party, but I've never witnessed that. Maybe that's normal for them, but I've never witnessed that at a concert. Now, as far as this being a sacrifice, a demonic ritual, something is definitely up. I saw a video of the crowd screaming, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe." And honestly, it took me right back to George Floyd 2020. I can't breathe. Coronavirus, a lung disease 2020. I can't breathe. And people literally suffocating and dying by the dozens, not 8, screaming for help because they couldn't breathe. The medics not knowing how to do CPR, and people can't breathe. Wow. And when it comes to these rituals and these satanic sacrifices, there are always symbols and messaging. Think of Squid Games, okay? The elite, the higher ups, they like to play games. They do. And they will justify it by saying, well, we told you, we gave you the signs, you chose to come, you chose to partake, and so you lost the game. I want to send my sincere condolences to all those who lost their lives, who lost family, children. I think the youngest person that passed on was 10 years old. I just want to send my sincere condolences. No one deserves to have their life taken this way. I know that must have been the scariest death. They probably took the scariest last breath, and I just want to send my condolences to those families, people who have not been found yet. I pray that everyone find their loved ones, hug on your loved ones, take extra precautions when y'all are going out in large crowds, even though it's just for fun. Young kids, teenagers, listen to your parents when they say, no, I don't want you to go to that concert, because they actually genuinely love you. And we don't want to have to come on here and make a video about how you lost your life at a concert. So please stay safe. I have a part 2 coming because there's just so much more to this story. I know he's probably one of your favorite artists, but sometimes you have to separate the artist from the art. Until next time, deuces.